I'm Anthony Morris. I'm co-founder of Cahoot Learning. And one of the foundational principles of Cahoot Learning has been that we learn together, not alone. And this really comes from the fact that as humans, we're communal beings. We learn best from and with each other. So that's the foundational principle, if you like, of how we go about things at Cahoot. Now, one of the early, experiences in terms of observing how we learn together and what we've seen happen a lot over the last few years as digital learning started to come more and more in the fore. And we talk about this concept of collaboration and community and learning and so on, or social learning. And something that we often see is that people will put content on a page and then they'll put a forum alongside that content and just expect that people will naturally talk about that content and converse and so on. And it couldn't be further from the truth. And this is something that I've seen play out from, my own observations where, so for example, my daughter, I have two daughters, but going to play groups. So from the age of about, I think it might have been about 2.5, my eldest daughter was in a play group environment, and basically it was a Steiner play group, and they go along, and there's toys in the room, and there's pretty much the parents in the room, plonk the kids on the floor, in the vicinity of the other kids, and with the toys available and so on. But if you watch what happens there is that, and it's unstructured, it's totally open play, and if you watch what happens is that the kids will play in the vicinity of each other, but not interact with each other. They'll pick up their own toy or whatever, and they'll be playing with that. And generally, the only time they actually interact is if one of the kids decides that they like a toy of one of the others better, and they'll go and take it, and then there can be some interaction. But it's certainly not collaborative, and it's certainly not done in a social sort of learning environment. They're just in the vicinity of each other. You see the same thing in digital learning, where we'll put people into a cohort and so on, and we just expect that collaboration, that community is actually going to evolve. And it doesn't. It actually takes design, and the system has to actually support that interaction and so on. So it's a lot more than just simply content and a forum, so to speak. So it's just something I wanted to raise awareness of, and talk through a little bit in terms of our basic human needs and the way that we do actually work together